Yes, students. Next, let us see the periodic properties of p block elements. Now, in the 11th standard, we have studied thoroughly the periodic properties like ionization energy, then enthalpy, ionization energy, then electron affinity, then electron negativity, and also some other properties. So these are the three important main periodic properties. And also we have studied like atomic size or ionic radius or atomic radius, like that. Now let us see the trend of these periodic properties in p block elements. Now let us first periodic properties trend. Let us see metallic, first metallic character. So now generally in p block elements, what is a metal generally? So metal which loses one electron or two electron or three electron, they are called electropositive elements or electropositive metals. Generally metals are electropositive because they can lose one electron or two electron and three electrons, maximum three electron. For example, 1s and 2s group, they lose one electron, hence they are maximum, they are metals. Then for p block elements, you come for aluminum. Aluminum atomic number 13. So 2, 8 and 3. So 3 electrons can be lost. Hence it becomes Al3 plus. Maximum metals, they lose 3 electrons, they are called metals. So this metallic behavior depends upon the atomic size as well as ionization energy. As well as ionization energy. Now let us see in details about the what this metallic character in p block elements. Now already we discussed that is the p block elements lies from 13th group to 18th group. Now let us take 13th group. 13th group, the group name, common group name. Tell me students, what is that? Ah yes, very good. IT. ICO or icosahexane. So now otherwise it is called boron family. In boron, each group in periodic p block elements, they contain 5 elements. So 5 elements. Understand? So now these 5 elements we can name by having some idea. For example, 13th group. So first, what are the 5 elements? At least boron, aluminum, gallium, indium, thallium. So for example, let us see if instead of that you just remember BAG. What is that BAG? Bag. So B for boron, A for aluminum, G for gallium, then IT field, I, indium, thallium. Like that, each and every group, if you have some idea in alphabetical, like in using these letters, we can at least remember this element name. So okay, now come for the 13th group. 13th group, the first element is boron. Now it is considered as both metal and non-metal, but especially it behaves as a non-metal, but it can be considered as a metalloid. Suppose one more question, if it is asked which is the non-metal in 13th group, means you have to write boron, even though it is a non-metal. Why it is a non-metal? Because of the small size of the boron atom and high nuclear charge. These two factors, two must question. These two factors accounts for the non-metallic behavior of boron. First 2 more question in that. Then next in this case, aluminum is a metal. So generally each and every group, understand? So the metallic character increases down the group. Now if you see the periodic p block elements, the metals lie in the lower left part. For example, 13th group below aluminum, then it ends with this one, thallium. Then if for 14th group below, understand, left part, take one example, lead. Like that, general trend is the metals are present in the p block elements in the lower left part. Similarly, non-metals will be present in the upper right part. For example, if 13th group, understand, now the non-metal character increases to the subsequent groups. For 13th group, 14th group, 15th group, 16th group, all are more non-metallic character. So we can say along the period, the non-metallic character increases. but down the group, the metallic character increases. At least for one more question, you should know what is what. That means in 13th group, which is a metalloid, okay. 14th group, what are the non-metals? Carbon, non-metal. Then silicon, germanium, they are metalloid. So semiconductors. Then lead and tin, they are metals. Like that. 15th group come. 15th group is nitrogen. Nitrogen. Then it gives what? Nitrogen. Understand? Phosphorus. Nitrogen gas, not metallic. Phosphorus, non-metallic solid. Then remaining nitrogen, phosphorus. Then remaining about 3 are what? 2 are metalloid and bismuth metal. Then come for the 16th group, chalcogen. Chalcogen groups, oxygen, non-metal, gas, then sulfur, non-metal, understand? Non-metal. Similarly, then tellurium, polonium, like that. Then 70th group, chalcogen family, that you well understood, all are non-metals only, understand? There fluorine, then chlorine, then bromine. Bromine is the only non-metal which exists in liquid state. Then iodine, it is a non-metal in a solid state. Then 18th group, inert gases. Like that, each and every, this one. Now, this ionization energy, come for the ionization energy, down the group, then ionization energy decreases, then along the period, it increases. That trend we can see later. Now, next another factor is electron negativity. What is electron negativity? Definition already we have studied. Electron negativity is defined as the tendency of an heteroatom in a molecule. Each and every sentence words has a meaning. It is defined as the tendency of an heteroatom, not homonuclear atom. Heteronuclear atom or heteroatom to attack the tendency of attacking the shared pair of electron towards itself is called what? Electron negativity. Then already we have seen what is the trend along the period and along the group. Along the period, the electron negativity increases. Why? First, depends along the period, the atomic size decreases. Nuclear charge increases. As a result, there will be more force of electrostatic force of attraction between the nucleus and the outermost electron. Hence, electron negativity increases. Down the group, it is the opposite. That is, electron negativity decreases down the group. Why? Because the number of shells will be increased. Understand? Number of shells will be increased. Then the attraction between the nucleus and outermost electrons will be compensated by adding new shells. Then atomic size increases. Then inner, that D and F electrons have poor shielding effect than P orbital. Hence, it is easily to remove that electron. Hence, what is the electron negativity decreases. So, in one more question, among 114 elements in the periodic table, fluorine has the most electron negativity value. It is a value only. It is nearly 4, 3.98. Then second, one more question. Second electron negativity, now at present, recently, oxygen, that element is found to be 3.48 or approximately 3.5. You remember that value, 4 and 3.4. Then only comes chlorine. Understand? These are the one mark. Then next says we saw metallic character. Since this metallic character increases down the group, what is the reason? 2 marks question. After aluminium, understand, there is a steady increase. After aluminium, there is a slight deviation because after the third element in each group, there it intervened. Understand? There it occupies inner D electrons and inner F electrons. These have poor shielding effect than the p orbitals. Hence, the effective nuclear charge of the electrons will be increased. This reason. Poor shielding effect of inner D and inner F. The nuclear charge, effective nuclear charge, that mathematical formula already we know, that is Z star or Z effective will be equal to Z minus S, where Z is the atomic number, S is the screening constant. That effective nuclear charge will be increased. As a result, there is a marginal difference in the trend down from aluminum to gallium in 13th group element. These deviation reason, it can be asked for NEET question, one more question also, and for 2 marks question. Understand? So these two properties. Now this is enough. Next other properties, if you can see in next class. Thank you. Dear students, then let us see the last periodic properties of the p block elements is ionization energy. Now generally it is a 3 marks question. What is ionization energy? First you should know the definition. So it is defined as the energy required to remove an electron from an isolated gaseous atom in the ground state to become unipositive ion is called ionization energy. That is very important. That is in the ground state, isolated gaseous state. Why? Because in this state only the electron can be easily removed. That is why we have to use these three words: isolated, gaseous, in the ground state. Understand? So that is the definition. Now let us see the trend. General trend along the period, the ionization energy increases. Now only 4 points you just remember. Atomic size increases. Atomic size along the period, atomic size decreases. 1. The number of cells remains the same. Then the new electrons will be accommodated in the same shell. Then in internuclear distance is very less. Then finally, high force of electrostatic force of attraction between the nucleus and the outermost electron is high. Hence, more energy is required to remove the electron. Hence, ionization energy increases along the period. That is the general trend. Down the group, the same opposite. The reason along the period, opposite reason is for the group. Along the group, ionization energy decreases. 1. Number of shells, new shells will be formed. The electrons will be accommodated in the newly formed shells. As a result, the internuclear distance between the nucleus and the outermost shell increases. Then the inner shells will be well shielded for the outermost electron. Hence, easily less energy is required to remove the electron from the outermost shell. Hence, ionization energy decreases. This is the trend. If you come for the p block elements, now come for the 13th group element. Now 13th group, first each group, the ionization energy will be high. Because why? 13th group, boron. It is a metalloid. And down the group, the ionization energy decreases. Understand? So now, generally, the ionization energy, there is a regular trend down the group. But in 13th group and 14th group, between 13th group, between aluminum to gallium, there is a small marginal difference. That is due to 3 reasons. 2 marks question. One is presence of inner d electrons and f electrons. F electrons, which have poor shielding effect, and the effective nuclear charge, just now we have discussed, is more. Hence, there is a slight difference only. Then next, if we come for this one, 14th group also the same trend. First is the carbon has the more ionization energy, then followed by regular trend. Then again, it's a slight marginal difference between silicon and germanium. Then from 15th to 18th group, there is, understand, regular trend. That is regular decreases down the group. Why? Because even though if f electrons and d electrons, inner electrons are present, these are counterbalanced by the additional new shells which have p electrons, which have more shielding effect than these two. Hence it will shield. Hence the ionization energy decreases down the group. In from 15 to 18th group, there is no deviation. Only these two groups only have deviation. Then finally, if you go for noble gas, 18th group, the ionization energy is maximum for noble gases. Why? Because they have completely filled electrons. Electrons are completely filled in their orbitals. Hence, removal of they are very stable, and removal of the electrons is very, very difficult, and high energy is what required to remove the electron. Hence, we can say along the period, the ionization energy increases along the period and reaches maximum to the inert gas or rare gas or noble gases. So these are all about the ionization energy. If they ask just for 3 marks or 5 marks, you write these 5 points, and also with the definition, one example. For example, ionization energy, you take any atom, A, atom, G, understand, in the ground state, plus ionization energy 1 gives A plus, that is positive ion, unipositive ion plus electron. Then similarly first ionization energy, this is the first ionization energy. Similarly successive ionization energy like second ionization, third ionization can be also what? We can define, but it is enough for this p block element only for 3 mass question. Then finally for another 3 mass question, these are the trend of periodic properties. But next is what are the anomalous properties of the first element from the rest of the element in the each group. Now first there are 3 anomalous difference properties of the first element have anomalous means different, irregular properties. Each and every group, the first element have anomalous property or irregular property than the other elements in the same group. For example, boron is a metalloid and others the metallic character increase already we have discussed. Now these reasons are only for 3 factors. One, small size of the element and more ionization energy. That is the first point. Second point, more electron affinity. More electron affinity. That is the second point. Then absence of d electrons. Because if you take boron, atomic number 5, the what is that? 1s2, 2s2, 2p1, 2px1. Then for 14th group, 2px2, 2p3. Then in these first element in each successive group, there is no d electrons. That is called, third point is absence of d electrons. Then moreover, for example, if you take 13th group, boron has a diagonal relationship between the 14th group, silicon, and they have shown the similar properties. 2 properties enough. One, they form covalent hydrates, and they are covalent this one, and easily can be hydrolyzed. They easily can be hydrolyzed. So for 3 mass question, only you write the 3 reasons. Once again, small atomic size and high ionization energy, first point. Second is high electron negativity. Why? Because down the group electron negativity decreases. Then absence of inner d electrons. These are the 3 reasons to show the first element which behaves which shows the anomalous behavior of the rest of the element in the same group. So today enough. Thank you.